We are live. We are live. We are live. How's everybody doing tonight? Jimmy, what's happening, my man? JLD. There's Mr. Lynn. How are you today? Tell you what, these old crappie, uh, it's that time of year, y'all. I'm gonna tell you now. Uh, there's some fish being caught shallow. There's some being caught shallow, but there's still some out deep on our local lakes around here. But the reason why I don't like this time of year is the fish are usually scattered. When these fish decide that they're gonna try to go shallow, they I mean there's no set bank that they're gonna go to. You just have to continue to move. And I move a lot already anyway. Squiddo, what's happening, my man? Squiddo been hitting some fish on the bank on old Lake Houston too. You sent me a couple pictures today. Got on a few today off the bank. And this is it's that time of year. You know, you bank guys, y'all been, I get so many people, man. What a bank crappie at? What a bank crappie at? All I can tell you is everywhere you see water, stop and drop your jig or minnow, whatever it is you're doing. However you fish, you want to drop it right now. The bank is going to be happening. And I'll tell you this, it's not every day. You have to go when you can because one day they're there, the next they're not. But you have to go to check and you'll hit that day where they're there and you'll get you a good sack. Hung up fishing. CPT Clint. That's what's up. Hung up fishing. That's what's up right there. I like that. Fred, what's happening, my man? Yeah, but I've been fishing quite a bit. I hadn't been on Houston. Today was my first day on Houston in a while, but I've been on Conroe quite a bit. I've been on Somerville quite a bit, and both of those lakes are fishing really well. Uh, but you go one day and they're there and very willing to bite. You go the very next day, and you got to put that work in to get them figured out. And it's just that time of year. It seems to me that when they get loaded with them eggs, that they sleep a lot. It seems like they're asleep. I'm not for sure why, but I guess if they're packing all that weight too, if I was packing all that weight, that extra weight, I'd want to lay around a little bit too. Slabs on deck. What's happening, my man?
Going on? Can y'all hear me?
Not as clear as usual, but I can hear you
What about now?
a little bit better.
Okay.
Still not like it was.
I don't know what's going on there.
There we go.
I had to turn that mic up. Okay.
Sounds good now. Tell me a fish story.
Man, let's see. I went fishing. I haven't been fishing this week. I went fishing on Friday because I knew the weekend was going to be pretty crappy. No pun intended. Um, so my brakes are not working. So
did you get it figured out or?
yeah, I think it's that during the tournament, I ran my boat so hard, man, and when I went to the next spot, I didn't, rail down or whatnot, so water was just coming over the back of my boat, and if that, I think it's called a transmitter. If it gets wet, uh, it can damage um, that transmitter. So,
Wow.
um, it's about $250 expense. So I'm gonna have to get that working.
Did
So,
did did you test it with a multimeter or
hmm
you
yeah, it's
did?
not working. Yeah.
Wow.
No, get no signal, no current. So, um, I went to the bayou on Friday, uh, and I fared pretty well. Honestly, they were biting really good on Friday,
Mhm.
and I went up in that bayou because I knew, I didn't want to battle a lot of wind, not having my brakes and stuff. So just explored the bayou a little bit more. Went north, and finally worked my way back down south. Funny story. I had a very rookie mistake. I backed in and unhooked my freaking boat from the trailer and just backed the boat off in the water. And there go the boat just floating away.
Wow, no rope.
luckily, uh, luckily somebody was nice couple uh, was pulling out, and his wife was still on the boat, so she basically caught the boat and pulled it back to the dock.
Ooh wee, man.
Yeah, man. If nobody was there, I don't know what I would have done that day. It's just been there, I guess. Got
You
to get
had
out
to
and
sit there.
swim.
Yep, sit there and wait on the wind to blow it to a bank.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, uh, it's been a while. It's been a long time ago, but I used to do that with my dog all the time. I had the remote with the old Terra. It was a self-deploy, self-stow.
Mm-hmm.
But one day, it only happened to me 2 times. And I've had that troll motor. I can't tell you how many years, but it happened 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
I'd back that jerk off and go to deploy that troll motor, and it would get hung on something,
Mm.
be it the transducer cable, something. It would just get hung up and wouldn't deploy. And but I would luckily the 2 times that it happened, the wind was blowing the right direction and just blew the boat right back to me.
Mm-hmm. What's up,
Yep.
Joey?
What's going on,
Joey.
fellas?
Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. Crappie King said, "Where the big ones at on Somerville?" I got a famous saying. It's called "in the water."
In the
Yep.
water. They literally all over Somerville.
Yeah, man. You gotta just keep your jig wet. If you keep your
Mhm.
jig wet, you're gonna catch some big fish on Somerville. That lake's fishing really good right now.
I'm gonna have to get out there. Hey, before I forget, we gotta acknowledge happy birthday, Jr.
Oh, okay.
Yep, Mr. Browder's
HBD.
Mr. Browder's
Okay.
birthday is today.
That's super cool. Crappie King, you fishing that tournament this weekend? JR is right there.
I wish I could fish it. I'm headed to Georgia at 4 in the morning.
That's all right. You'll be here for the 28th. No
Hopefully.
excuses. You're not going out of town 2 weeks in a row. You can't use that excuse 2 weekends in a row.
Let's hope. I hope I have my brakes fixed by then.
Yeah, you need to. We need to hook up. Well, I'll be on the water. Uh, those 2 days. Thursday and Friday. I got trips, but man, it. Did you have power going to that solenoid?
So there's a little box that all your cords hook to, um, where your foot controls hook to, and then it splices out and goes to your batteries. Um, and I'm getting no power at all. Neither troll. The last time they messed up, it was one trolling motor, so I knew then it was that trolling motor. So I just had to change that trolling motor. But this one
Okay.
is both of them, so I know it's that
Oh, so it's both of them that's not working.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I tell you, he tells you to protect that little when you buy it.
Uh huh.
If you watch his videos, he'll tell you to protect that little transmitter box or whatever it is. Because if it gets
So
wet,
did
you can
did
go
they
ahead.
did they install it or did you install it?
I installed it, but I installed it up.
Oh,
I installed it up, so if water ran in, it wouldn't be sitting in water. But it's kind of by the door, by the back door. And when I say I was running my boat hard, I was running it hard. I wasn't giving it time. I wasn't stopping to, get it, stop the water from running over the back of the boat.
Yeah.
I was just coming to a complete stop, getting my butt up,
Mm.
and I shouldn't have been doing that.
Well, we got somebody on special tonight, y'all. I'm gonna
What's
go ahead
up,
and
man?
what's going on, dude? JJ,
How
what's
are y'all?
happening? I'm not trying to blow you off, but let me see if I
What's
can
up?
work this thing.
So, JJ,
There he is right there. Introduce yourself, sir.
I'm Cody Neemstead.
What's up, Cody?
Where
What's
you
up,
from,
man?
man? Tell everybody where you from. You the
Man, I'm from
famous.
I'm actually live in Burton, and I run the jackpots on Somerville. We actually run the bass and the crappie jackpots. I live right
Oh,
by
so
the
you
lake,
I didn't know
so
you
I'm
ran the
always
bass
in.
tournament over there.
Yeah, we actually run the bass jackpots too.
Really?
Yes, sir.
That's super cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish
Hopefully, we
I,
had a
I
good
I
turnout.
would I wish I still bass fish, but I don't.
You fish Somerville bass fishing make you want to quit sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I hate that lake and love that lake.
Wow.
Yes,
I'm trying to
sir.
get this thing right to where we switch this out. Give me just a second right there. There we go. That's how it's supposed to work. So what you got going on for crappie?
Man, I don't know. I've been out last week. Caught a few. I haven't. I'm gonna go out Friday and see what I can find. I ain't been out too much
Oh,
lately.
you hear that, JJ?
Yeah, I hear him.
I just watch y'all catch them all the time, and I just know where to go.
Whatever.
No,
Yeah,
I,
we'll
Man,
I
see.
I haven't been out too much.
Really? I know I hadn't seen you out.
No, I went last week a little bit,
What day were
and
you on the lake last week?
I saw you out there. It was Wednesday,
Yeah,
last
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I caught a couple good fish, but nothing spectacular.
Yeah, I was out there Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
So you live out there, you know where they're
Whatever.
Tend to lake.
yeah, he know where they're at, Cody.
Yeah, he's trying to lie.
Somerville whooped my butt last few times I fished tournaments over there.
Yeah,
Mine
I,
yeah,
too.
I will tell you this: those fish are really scattered right now,
yeah. They
from
are.
what I've
They're
been seeing.
the most I've seen grouped up is maybe like 6 or 7.
Okay.
I mean, I ain't pulled up to nothing where they're just loaded on it.
Yeah, I'm talking about good fish. The
Yeah,
good fish, you can pull up to a pile and see 7 or 8 fish there, but it's gonna be
yeah,
maybe one good one.
yeah. It's not. They're not
Yes.
grouped up.
No, they're not. Not the big fish.
No.
Yep.
Hopefully,
So
I
I
run across them Saturday.
yeah. So the what time does the blast off?
7.
7 a.m.
Yes,
and
sir.
back in the buoys at 1.
At 1. Yes, sir.
Jigs only, right?
Yeah. What do you need a minnow for?
No, let's not say that. It's jigs or minnow. So if anybody that's in the in our everybody's in the like Somerville area, but if you guys want to fish a really nice tournament, Cody's gonna put one on the 21st,
Yes, sir.
and then we will have the Houston area tourney trail on the 28th, right back on Somerville. So I think JJ, you gonna make this one, right?
I'm gonna fish Cody's, but the 28th I'm not gonna
28th.
make.
Yeah,
I
you
got
make
we got our Salters yearly. We annually get together, so
okay.
I'll be fishing one of them no cantail lakes for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then heading back here Sunday.
Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. And Terry already said he's going out of state. How about it, Joey?
When is man? I gotta get. I ain't. My life is not straight right
I
now.
know
What?
you've been busy. You ain't got to tell me. I've been seeing you. I know you busy.
Yeah. Um. 28th Somerville, you said?
21st.
21st.
21st and 28th.
Okay. This week, no. 28th, highly likely.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to gather some people up, Cody. I'd like to see a good turnout up
That's
there.
good. I think right now I got 10 that I know is coming.
Yeah.
And that
Well.
was without counting JJ, so it should be a
Okay.
decent turnout.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
That'll
know
work.
I had some people message me that they said they were in town working. I'm not sure where they're from. They said they were going to come out and fish it. I don't know where they're from. I guess they brought their boat when they went to
Yeah.
work.
I think Clint might be coming on tonight. I'm quite sure he's gonna make it too.
yeah. I think I talked to Brian and he said I think Clint was going to make it.
Yeah. Clint called me yesterday and said he was planning on it.
That's what's up. Yeah, Somerville's fishing good, man. So it should be. I think we'll have some good sacks. Now, one
Yeah.
thing that I did see that you posted, you're doing. You can only have 5 fish in your boat.
Yes. Yeah, because I know sometimes some people come in there with 40, 50 of them, and I just didn't want the fishery to go down. You know, if we have a tournament and you got 10 people bringing 40 fish, that's 400 fish a tournament. You know,
I like
Yeah.
that rule. I'm a big
so
fan.
especially during the spawn. I mean, you catch 5 big females full of eggs. That's a lot of babies
Yeah.
we're gonna miss out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
One
that.
thing that we used to do is especially fish pushing 2 pounds and for sure above, we will release them. I'm a
Right.
big fan of that. So,
Yeah.
and that's why I push for keeping the fish alive. That way, especially big fish, that way
Yeah.
you can put them back.
Yeah. I know. Well, summertime, I know it's really hard to keep them alive, but this time of year,
Mhm.
it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, if you're fishing tournaments and you've got to set up a cooler
Yeah.
with some ice in it, you can throw water bottles in your live well, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
really not hard. But it's like you were saying, you just can't overload your especially back in the day we used to do 7 fish,
Yeah.
which
Right.
still wasn't hard,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
with 5 fish is even easier throughout the year.
Yeah.
You just got to prepare for it and only put
Yeah.
5 fish in your live well.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah. If you're only keeping 5 fish in your live well and you got good aeration and all that, you should be good. Little G juice, shoot. This
Yep.
time of year, there shouldn't be any, unless you really hook one really deep. But that's where that G juice helps.
Yeah,
Right.
5 hours. You can. I mean, I'm gonna tell you now. There's a lot of the fish that on my guide trips that I'm talking about putting them in a cooler with ice. Every fish will still be alive when I'm over there filleting them.
I believe it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This time of year is really easy to keep fish alive, and it happens. What's the
Yeah.
Yeah.
shallowest? What's the shallowest you seen fish up there, Cody?
Man, probably 6 foot the last time I went out.
Yeah,
But I mean, before we had this real big cold snap, I was catching them 6 foot in December. Because,
yeah,
it was kind of mild and water was like 60 degrees and then it cooled off a lot.
right.
And then it kind of pushed them out a little bit. But
Yes,
mostly that 8 foot's been pretty, what I've seen lately. I mean, I haven't been out a whole lot, but what I've seen, 8 to 10 foot and then something 6 foot.
yeah,
But the quality to me is shallower to me.
yeah.
You're not going to catch as many, but you're going to catch a good one.
That's right.
But we'll see, I guess.
It is that time of year.
Yeah.
I
My
know our
least favorite.
yeah. Well, they do scatter a lot, so you are on the
Yeah,
run. But shoot, we always on the run anyway. We don't sit still for very long.
no.
Right. But
I
yeah,
Hung
mean,
up.
I know the last week, the ones I've caught have been getting big eggs in them, so it should be just right.
Cool. I think this is Clint.
Yeah, that's
I
Clint.
think it is too.
Clint, you supposed to be on the show, man. What's happening?
Slacker.
He said he's gonna be there this weekend, so you can count him in too. Look at this. This LBG. This is one of my buddies that used to fish the tournaments back in the day with me. He say I used to keep 7 in a cooler in the summertime, and they stay alive.
White
Yeah.
bass or crappie?
White bass.
He ain't on here to defend himself. He's just gonna have to get mad. He's gonna have to get mad all by himself.
Yeah, as long as you ain't overloading them live wells or coolers, whatever, they
Yeah.
should stay good.
Yep.
I
I was a
usually
re-
always keep me a kicker fish, but I ain't worried about all that.
Yeah. Yeah, I usually do too, just so that if one dude die, I still can add that live fish to the stringer.
Right.
That was the way I always did it.
Yeah.
Yep. Clint, that lake is pushing 3.5, 4 foot low, from what I can tell.
Mm.
You know what the exact number is?
The last I looked, it was around that 3 mark, but it looked like it's dropped more since that time I looked. So you're probably right. 3 to
Yeah, I'm
4
willing to bet
in some direction.
3 to 4 foot low. I'm willing to bet.
Sound like
definitely.
we gonna get wet launching the boat.
Right.
Yeah,
Doc sitting on grass.
you'll have to jump on your back tire to get in your bed for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty low. Need some water
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. But it's like I say, I was there 3 days last week, not just doing guided trips, and we seen a lot of fish, but
Yeah.
we stayed on the move, man. I'm talking about I ran those troll motors really hard
Yeah.
to get the sacks that we got. So
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure mine's all charged up this time.
yes, sir.
I found out the culprit when I got home though. I had a loose connection on the 24-volt charger. It's got like a computer cord that plugs into it, and it just jarred loose on some waves at some point. I don't know when the last time it actually took a charge was, but I know she died 2 hours in the tournament last time.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's not fun.
No, that ain't no good.
Hey, I made the best of it. It is what it is, you know. You
Yeah,
got to do what you got to do.
you still pull second
Yeah.
and big fish.
Yeah, I had good plan, you know. You
Yeah,
always got to have that plan in your head, you know. You never know what's gonna happen out there.
that's right. Chip fishing. What's going on, my man? Gerald says white bass on red white jigs, Joey. Bluegill, they lay it all into you, man.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, he ain't been around in a while. You got to get it in.
That's funny. So Cody, what color? If you don't mind, I know it's a few days before the tournament, but what color's been working for you up there?
Man, a few weeks ago, electric chicken was real good with a pink head.
Yeah.
And lately, I've been throwing. I actually went to a hand tie. It's kind of just a silver head, 132nd with gray feathers, with a little silver in it, like real natural.
Okay.
But I mean that's what I've been having the best luck with.
Yeah.
But I haven't tried plastic a whole lot lately. I just I'd rather catch them on hand tie than me. I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always done really good on that lake with electric chicken. It's a really good color for that lake.
Yeah, yeah. It did maybe a month or so ago. That's about the only thing I could get bid on, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to downsize
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah.
And I think we ended up on I don't want to say and be wrong, but I think we used blue and white for some while. But gray did really good too.
Gray.
Gray
Yeah.
Ghost.
Okay.
What other color did we use? That's been too many crappie ago. I don't remember. But I put it in my report. I don't remember the exact color, but I know we used gray for a while. We used that black and white. Black and short did really good. Black and short did really good too.
Oh, really? I haven't tried that. I used to smash them on that color.
Years and years ago, that used to be one of my favorite colors to use, and then it just died off.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
uh, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago, I ran into a day that I just couldn't find none that they would buy. I was like, man, I hadn't used black and short in forever. Let me just try it. And I put that joker on, man, and it's been going strong for 2 months almost.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I know that one year, man. It was lights out. You put
Yeah.
it down there, they ate it.
Yep. But I'm really looking forward to it. I was hoping that I was off the day before to get up there and do a little looking around, but I sort of do better when I don't have a chance to go and scout, because you get locked in on a certain
Right,
area and things to do, and I sort of like having an open mind when I go.
right. Yeah,
Just
sometimes that's the best thing on Somerville because it's never predictable.
That's right. One day is fire in the area, the next day they say find me.
Yep,
Yep.
they're exactly right.
Yep. But
Yeah,
it's
they.
a fun lake to fish.
I know I got that one jig that I've been using a lot lately when I have been out. Just that tan with a little brown in it and orange tail, man. That thing's been knocking the fire out of them.
That's a hand tie too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't kept no fish in quite some time, but like last 4 times out, just using that one jig's been limit after limit with it. I hadn't had to mess with nothing.
Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm ready to get me some molds. Not now. I'm not getting into plastics, but I'm gonna get me some molds and do me some jig heads.
There you
I'm
go.
uh I'm taking a page out of JJ's book. I went and got um they're not egg sinkers, but they're pass through sinkers, bobber stops, and beads. I'm gonna give that a shot.
Cool.
Yeah, it works pretty good. And the reason I do it is mainly because I have the mold and I can pour up those sinkers, whenever I need them.
JR says, SK, I'm the old guy that is supposed to forget things. You are young enough to remember those crappie whisperer jigs. Hey, JR, I'm going to tell you, I got so much going on, man. I'm going to tell you, I hate it when I'm so busy because it's an overload on my brain. It's an overload. I deal with so many emails, text messages, missed calls, and having to put people on fish and making sure I don't double schedule people. And I dread that happening, though. I'll tell you that now. I'll be triple checking every week to make sure I'm clear on not having two clients booked on the same day.
So it happens when you're professional, SK.
No, it's not supposed to happen when you're professional.
Yeah.
You need a
But
second
yeah,
team.
that's right. Chip fishing. Where's the tournament this weekend? I'd like to join. Come on, it's on Lake Somerville, little northwest of Brenham, Texas. If you're in Houston, it's about an hour and 10 minutes northwest, out 290 to 36. Really nice lake to fish. Fun lake to fish. It is 3.5 to 4 foot low. Um, for the most part, I don't know of any real hazards until you get into some of the coves.
Yeah, for the most part, if you can see it, that's what's there. I mean, it's not a whole lot that you really have to worry about on that lake.
Yeah, I know that big old chunk of concrete. I forget the name of that park that's over there. You really don't have to worry about that unless the lake is up high. Uh, but that's out of the water right now. Is that
Oh, okay,
is
yeah,
that
not the.
Welch Park? That's
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Right on Welch there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. When the lake's up, that's no one really. I mean, it'll sneak up on you if you don't know where you're at
Real
going.
quick. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, but with
But
the
no,
lake
it's
down low.
yeah, it's probably way out of the water now.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah,
no, it's pretty,
I hadn't been over there in a while, but
yeah, it's pretty easy to run. I mean, if you see timber, that's the only timber you're going. There's nothing under the water.
right. I will tell you this, right in between those islands, that's
Yeah,
right there by the boat ramp.
yeah,
I did not know that ledge was right there. I did
yeah,
not know that.
yeah,
I already knew you couldn't run through there, but I didn't know that it was rock like it is.
yeah. It's some big rock in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seemed like you'd be able to go over there and find a couple of lower units.
Oh, I bet you could. I bet you could.
Yep. Yep. Well, Cody, I really do appreciate you coming on, man. It's like I say, it just whenever you want to come on, you could come on when you come on. There's no set times. Leave, just come on and say hi or something.
I appreciate the invite. I enjoy it,
It,
man.
it's all about crappie fishing. That's what we do here. That's
Oh
what we
yeah,
talk.
that's good. I
Yep.
like it.
Yes, sir. JJ, when's the last time you was on Conroe?
Uh, I had a trip after our tournament. That was it. I bowled in a seniors masters tournament last weekend, which kept me off the water. I'd have been out there.
Oh, okay.
Didn't you get a 299 in that? Did I see that right?
No, I did that in league. I shot 300 and then I shot 299, but I went and
You're an
I never,
underachiever, JJ. You got to step it up.
man, my bowling days, I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody anymore. I done it in the past. But no, I did end up 10th in the state
Oh wow.
in the masters. So out of a lot of bowlers, 100 and some bowlers. And I did that injured. I pulled my hamstring Saturday,
Mm.
and I had to go back Sunday because I made the cut. And I climbed the field Sunday, and I was 34 pins from making the top 8. But
Wow.
I made a good check, and I'm healing up, and I'm ready to get on the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. I hadn't been out. I was trying to see if I could get out this week, but it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I know right now you go anywhere pretty much out on Conroe, and you have been able to for a while. I mean, I was in the tournament, I was catching them 2-3 foot of water. I didn't have a lot of choice, but
Yeah.
that's where I did call some fish in that shallow water, so it benefited me. It was a good thing, but I mean, they're all over.
That made you had to just go out and blind in the shallows basically because of your trolling motor, or
Yeah. No, it died at 9 o'clock or 9:30. It was dead, and I just caught my big fish, the 187, I think it was, whatever it was.
yeah.
And I found a good little pattern, and I was like, all right, I found some good fish, and I was heading to this next little stick up, and I seen big ones on it. Completely just went dead.
Wow.
And I was like, oh man, I got a bad connection or something. I'm jumping in the back. I'm wiggling wires. I'm checking everything. I'm like, oh man, bad timing for this. I said, all right, well, man, and I'm like, there's some boat docks over there. If I had extension cord, maybe if that's the problem, I go over there and plug it in and fish the shallows,
Yeah.
But and just I was like, I could go back to the boat ramp, maybe mess with this, try and figure it out, lose time on the tournament. And then I was like, man, I ain't doing that. I scouted yesterday. I know there's fish in these shallows. I know where to go. I'm just gonna go try it, and I called a couple fish, so I ain't mad at it. It is what it is. That's tournament fishing, Equipment failure happens, and my boat's been great. The lithium batteries have been great. I haven't had any issues with them whatsoever, and the next day I had that trip, and I'm like, man, I hope this all works out. So when I did get home from the tournament, started messing with stuff with it plugged in, and I'm like, it just kicked on. Sure enough, loose connection. That's all it took. And I went out the next day and fished all day and never had an issue. So knock on wood. Hopefully, hopefully it was just a fluke thing.
Yeah.
But I am going to buy a spare battery just to keep in the boat, just because of that.
Yeah.
I pulled mines out today. I had to put it in the doggle. But
I see your pictures, man. That thing looked good. You don't scrub that thing down.
It's all just wash the dust off of it. I mean, it's a white boat, so it's pretty easy to keep up. I'm surprised that it ran as good as it did. That thing been sitting for a while. I can't remember the last time I had it. Probably 6 months ago.
Why don't you use it in the tournament?
Yeah, bring it Saturday.
Why y'all want me to use it in the tournament?
Hey, yeah, leave that 16-inch screen at the house, okay?
Yeah, you don't need that.
I could do it with that 12.
Go ahead.
So challenge yourself.
Nothing wrong with that 12.
No, nothing at all.
I like my 12.
Yeah.
I'm afraid if I upgraded, which I've thought about many a times, that my eyes I'd have to readjust everything because I know it does show a little bit bigger.
Yeah. That's the only reason why I got that 16, man. 90% of my clients are older people. And I got so tired of I can't see my jig when I'm just sitting there staring at the jig and point to it. Oh, that little thing is a jig. I said, okay, I'll fix that.
Yeah, but your eyes trained and it's been trained, that I see that all the time with clients.
It's happened to me more than once. I go drop on a 3-pounder on that 16-inch screen, comes up 9 inches. He's like, "What are you dropping?" Yeah, damn it, man. That 12, that on my graph, that's a big fish. But
I'd be like, "That's a good one." SK say, "Nah, that ain't no good fish right
Yeah.
I used that 12 today, and I could just after I looked at the thing is, here's what I do. This is what helped me a lot distinguishing the size of the fish. I could take my 106 out on my John boat and do it. Is look at that jig.
Oh yeah.
Look at that jig and that split shot, and that's what you got to keep in your mind. Is the size of that jig and that split shot, and that's how you compare. You can tell the bigger fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I always leave my settings, depth and all that when I can. Unless I'm fishing deeper for some reason, but I'm always keeping it like, 20 foot deep and probably 25 foot out. Unless we're casting to, school and blacks or something, then I'm like 60, 70 feet out, but there's special occasions. But if I'm just cruising through, I might zoom the range out a little bit, see them, back it back down. But I like that 25 foot forward and 20 foot down. And I can pretty much tell without even looking at my jig, what size the fish is. So it's just something that your eyes get trained with.
Yeah. I can run that 16 at 20 all the time, but that 12, I prefer it at 15 on the depth. 15, 20.
Yeah,
right.
15 down, 20 forward.
Sure, and your eyes are trained with that. It's probably how you ran it for a long time.
A very long time. But it's like you say, if you're casting, you got to run it out. 30 wherever you casting to.
Oh yeah.
So
and usually, like you said, I'll if I do have to adjust the range or the depth or whatever, I will judge it by my jig size because I know what I'm putting down there if that fish is big or not. Especially you go into shallow. If you go into shallow and you start zooming up, man,
it blows everything.
They look like you're dropping on a carp. Sometimes.
Yeah. And the clarity for sure degrades if you.
Yeah, it does.
It becomes very pixelated.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't cast at 60, 70 feet. It's got to be 40 for me. I can't see nothing at 60, 70 feet. So, like you said, it's training your eyes.
I will tell you this, and this is going to be some information that I usually only talk about on a client's boat, and we're doing a dial in, but this is something that's going to help all of us. and that is use your color gain. Uh, the, from way back when side imaging first came out, I've always been the one to say, hey, these are not set and forget units, even with side imaging. But on this live scope, that there are several, well, four main settings that you have to learn how to adjust. One being that color gain, especially if you're casting. You want to run that color gain up, uh, and it just makes that jig pop really hard.
Mm.
And I'm
Yeah.
not talking about the gain that's on your front screen. It's a gain that's called color gain,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah,
can
I
run
run
that.
mine. I run mine pretty high. I always have, and then I'll adjust the gain up and down from there. But
Yeah,
the color gain really makes everything pop.
pop. It
Yeah,
does.
yeah,
But at the same time, if those fish are dug into the structure, it can limit you on seeing them.
yeah,
So it's
absolutely.
something that you want to be able to adjust up and down
Yeah,
according to the circumstance.
absolutely.
And that's the way that's just what helps me. If those fish are dug in, I'm gonna bring that color gain down to where those brush piles are not lit up, and it allows that fish to pop inside that brush. Um, and I for sure try to run my gain as low as I can get away with.
Yeah,
Early mornings, I'm high 50, low 60 on my gain. Uh, and uh, as that sun gets up, I could run it up to 70, 72 on my main gain.
yeah.
It helps a lot.
I'm typically running mine in about the same range. Usually about low 60s, and then like you said, I'll pop it up. I don't never go much more than 70 or maybe 73 tops, depends.
Yep,
But yeah, I'm in that same exact range.
yep.
I
It
used
helps
to
a
run
lot.
it hot. I used to run it hot, but you start adjusting stuff and seeing stuff that you like a little bit better. You're gonna fine tune what you see.
Hmm.
You may not see what way I see it. You know what I mean? And not everybody sees the stuff the same. So,
Mhm.
Right.
but
What color palette you use?
I use just the amber.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I run
I've
too.
always used the amber. I've tried the other ones, and to me, it's so natural. I
Mhm.
know
Yeah,
what I'm looking at with it. And
yeah. What color you use, Joey?
Amber.
Terry?
Yeah, I use amber. I've tried to use that blue, and I can't catch a fish with it. It just don't. It just not.
You
It
talking
don't
about the
work.
blue that's not really blue? It's sort of white
Yeah,
looking.
Called
yeah.
That's
Caribbean
the
or
one that
something.
now it's called blue, but
Is
it's
it
not
called
blue.
blue?
Yeah, that's the one LBG used too. I messed
And
with him
red
hard
jigs.
about
Because he's using red jigs. He's trying to
it.
put a
You can
contrast.
see the red better.
And then that
What?
old school palette, like the one
Oh, the
before.
red and blue.
Yeah, I can't use
Yeah,
that either.
yeah,
I've toyed around with that lava, but it's just too bright for me.
Yeah.
I keep
yeah,
falling back to amber just because that's what I'm used to. That's what I like.
yeah. What color you run, Cody?
I use amber.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy. We all use amber.
Yeah, I tried the blue also, and I just couldn't do it.
To me, the blue makes everything the exact same color. There's no look into a brush pile and see a fish. I mean, the
Hmm.
brushes,
Yeah,
everything is the same color.
I agree 100%.
Yep. Yep. Well, it's another color that I have to run sometimes for some of my clients. I forget the name of it. It's that green and yellow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
forget the name of it.
I've tried it a few times, but I always go back. The
Yeah.
What is the one?
I've
The
ran
orange
through all of
coral or
them.
something?
I always, you know, I always just find my way back. It's like, no, it's the best one I found for me.
Yeah, same here.
Yep.
You got to test them out, right?
Oh
I
yeah,
Oh,
ran through
without
them
a doubt.
all, and I'm
Yeah.
like, man, I just find myself back at amber
yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I see a lot of people doing that black emerald, man. It's just it may work on some lakes. It don't work well down here. It's another one of those color palettes that make everything the same color.
Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of the guys that post videos like on Clear Lake in California
Yeah.
use that color palette.
Well, when you on a lake that the fish are just out in the open,
Yeah,
you
right.
you can use
Use
anything.
whatever color you want.
Yeah, you use whatever. So you don't have to distinguish the fish from the structure or the fish from the bottom like we do down here.
All right.
And I'll tell you this: if I get on a pattern where I'm on some good fish to suspend it, I would definitely run my unit hider because you don't have to pick them up out of the brush.
Yeah.
But when you have to dig into that brush or look behind a stump or right on top of a stump, you need that unit dialed in so that you can see those fish. In my opinion.
Oh, absolutely. And I'll like chasing them schools. I'll turn mine up hot, because you're casting 60 feet out there. You see that jig better. You may be off a little bit, but you're still going to see that jig dropping, when I'll run the gain a lot hotter than normal. But you don't have any, like you say, you don't have anything other than the fish that's in open water throwing a return,
Right.
So.
Right.
And even when they sit next to a stump, one of the things I look for is movement. I can see that a fish from a stump, and it's just a slight movement of that fish, and that helps me a lot.
Yeah. I agree. I do agree.
Yeah,
Cody. Go ahead, JJ.
I just say I'm really looking forward to getting back over and getting on Somerville.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I want to go and check that timber. When I was up there last week, man, but I was in them. I wasn't in my boat. At none of the days I was in my boat. It was all client boats. And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna make that run over there and hit a stump or something. And I'm not trying to repair their boat and still got mine to work on too. So,
right.
But I might step over there while I'm up there this go around.
Yeah, I checked that timber on the north side. It's been a little bit. Man, it was nothing there. I mean, it was empty. Which
Yeah.
I know it can change quick now, but
Yep.
I mean that's probably been 3 weeks ago since I checked it.
Yeah. One thing that I will say is even though we got on some fish that was shallow, they were in shallow water right next to deep water.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that on Conroe too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You can go from what I've seen. I've went into a couple coves way back there. If you travel through a bunch of shallow water to try to get to them, I hadn't been seeing any fish. But if you get on like a real good drop off right near some deep water, I've been finding some good fish like that.
Yeah.
Yep. Them big old girls are sitting there ready.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just wait.
And I can't tell you the amount of docks that I've checked on Conroe. I don't know what usually years back I used to find crappie on docks, but now just don't see them. And there's a few that's pretty deep that I just hadn't seen any fish on them. I'm actually not even seeing a catfish up under them. And that's different. The LBG say just red and white. God dang it!
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that the lake would have came up some. We did get some pretty good rain, but I don't think it came up hardly at all.
No, I would say maybe 6 inches, if that.
Yeah.
It was a little bit easier getting in my boat at 8:30 ramp, but not much. It would be nice if they put one of those floating ramps, one of those floating docks like they got at Kegel. That is the absolute best.
Yeah, they are nice.
They are very nice. But they do need to replaced the boarding, and I think half of the cleats that's on it were broken the last time I was up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 830, man, that's a pretty tough. I'm surprised those those docks, those little bulkheads or piers that's there hadn't fallen in the water. You could stand on them and rock, and you feel the whole pier rock.
And I hadn't launched there in years, but man, I know it gets kind of hectic over there. At least it
Oh,
used to.
especially on the weekend. I will not launch from there on the weekend.
Yeah.
But during the week, it's not bad. If it's a holiday weekend like the President's Day, man, it was way more boats in that lake than I thought it would have been. But we had
Well,
to go hide.
getting this nice weather, boy, it's bringing them out.
Yes, sir. Jet skis, wake boat, you name it.
Yeah.
They're trying to get out.
We have but 2 weeks of fisherman season.
Yep.
Texas sucks.
Yep. They say we got another little cold snap coming. It's not much, but a couple days of cool weather.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Well, I figured out my screen, my unit clarity from a couple of different things. I know I was talking the last time we were on, because we didn't do live last week, but the week before I was asking about, it was when we were talking about the just in focus and stuff like that. I know you had started getting into 4 settings that we need to understand.
Mm-hmm.
I filled my boat up. I had been running just because I don't use a lot of gas, but so I don't have to fill my boat up often.
Mm-hmm.
But I topped my tanks off, and that took care of 95% of my problem right there.
So it's the level of your
It's the
transducer.
level of my it was the level of my transducer and the ballast being off from the fuel tank. So that boat is made to sit perfectly level with full fuel tanks.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a huge improvement right there.
Yep.
Just filling the gas tanks up.
Do
And
you
then,
have your transducer mounted on your shaft or on your troll motor barrel?
on the shaft.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a just a part-time pole dancer. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
When
that's
you
funny.
don't have brakes and your brakes broke down, being a pole dancer ain't so bad.
Yeah. I just can't be about that life anymore, Terry.
I run my forward, my 34 on my barrel, and then I run my perspective on my shaft with a fishing obsession mount.
Yeah. Yeah, if you put your for your forward your transducer for your forward on your barrel, it gives you a little bit more adjustability,
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
and that's why I like putting mine on the motor barrel.
Yeah.
But
You
it,
done
it
the
does
tournament,
kill you. It does kill you from going to perspective or down.
Mhm.
So
For
once you put it on that motor barrel, it's strictly forward.
Well, if I
For
had
sure.
JJ's money, I'd just get me another unit, and
I
but
got one sitting in the garage too, Joy. If you want to use it.
I've been tossing around. Do I want to do something else, or I think I'm just going to leave this one alone for a little while.
Yeah,
That's a good setup.
that perspective mode does help line up on fish pretty lot quicker.
Huh.
Not always a benefit, but one nice thing about it is being on that fish obsessed mount. If something does happen to my 34, or I do have I got the option of lifting my trolling motor up and flipping all that around and still having my forward. So
Right. Always nice to have a backup plan.
Mm-hmm.
for sure, even when you got one last tournament, you know what I mean. You just never know.
Yes, sir. I'm ready, man. I'll be back on a lake tomorrow. I can't say which lake, but I will be on a lake, and I'm ready. I got out there today and seen that Houston was clearing up nicely. Conroe's fishing well. Somerville is doing good. JJ, he needs all the help he can get. So let him use it, please. What use it? Use what?
I think you're talking
I
about
think
that
we're talking
extra
about I
master.
need all the help I
Oh my
can get.
God.
Let me use that extra unit he's got.
Oh, JJ,
He's
he
giving
needs
it.
all the. He talking about
He's
you.
yeah. He's giving it. He's giving it back. He's giving it back. He's finding a reason to give me something. Little return fire there. I got you.
Yeah, I forgot JJ was telling you that he had that unit you could use.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
it's a portable unit. It's pretty neat, but it is on a pole. But it's been attached to my desk here in the garage for I don't know 2 years now, and it's collecting dust.
Yeah.
What unit is it, JJ?
Well, it's just the live scope. It's the 32. It's
Oh,
black
okay.
box. It's got a lithium.
LF10.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just backup, just in case. You never know. I'm still running my original black box. I just recently, I don't know what, within the last year, put that 34 to the original black box that I had back when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Never, and every now and then, doesn't happen every time, but I'll get everything set up, turn my graphs on, and I'll get in position and start going. And then all of a sudden, it's like only on that older black box, it'll like, I don't know, lag and
Huh.
just go like slow motion. So I have to shut my unit off, turn it back on, and then it usually clears up and it doesn't do that anymore. So I've been
Mm-hmm.
really thinking about just switching that black box out because it is old.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the dual transducer wire and all that. It's one of the original ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah, I seen another guy running that the dual wire
yeah,
LVS 32 the other day.
yeah. Well, I pulled that off of it and I hooked the 34 to it, but it still has that lag. There's something in that black box, and I ain't changed it out yet. It don't take long to do it, but
Yeah. I will say this though. Talking LVS 32 and LVS 34. That 32 got that 34 by a long shot on clarity. I mean, I was looking at my unit today on the doggle, and I still run the 32. I got the single wire 32, LVS 32 on it. Man, the definition of those fish was unbelievable.
yeah. No, I agree. I mean, I've always really liked the 32, but for distance, you know what I mean, in that
Yeah,
open water,
the 34 is better. Yeah,
yeah. When you start
and
getting in closer, 32 beats it for sure.
exactly. Yeah, and
Yeah,
and the 34 definitely deals with thermocline a lot better.
yeah,
And if you fish Lake Houston, you gonna learn to pay attention to that thermocline because we get it bad on Lake Houston.
Oh, it's about
I'm
time to
talking
come
about,
back too.
yeah, it's gonna be
It's
coming
get
back soon.
it's all. I mean, it's right around the corner.
Yeah. And I'm talking about you could be in, especially early morning, you could be in 6 foot of water, and that thermocline would be up there hanging around 4 foot or 2 foot under the surface.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how bad that thermocline gets on this lake. But the temperature swing in that murky water is more than any lake I fished. They got a very big temp swing. But that's because dirty water heats up faster.
yeah.
Yep. And just
Yeah,
like Clint
yeah, you're
says,
right.
pollen also about to be back around. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Pollen hits you from the top and the thermocline hits you from the bottom.
Yeah, the pollen would kill me. Got to keep wiping your screen off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it in the water too.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, the entry fee for your tournament is $60 also, right?
Yes, sir. Pretty
And
much the same. Yeah.
10 go for big fish.
Yes, sir.
Cool. How's your payout? 1 and 3?
Yeah.
Payouts 1 and 3, $60 entry fee. 10 of that goes to big fish. 7 o'clock takeoff. So I'd always advise at least being there 30 minutes or so earlier. An hour
Yes.
if at all possible. That way you can get signed in and get launched and lined up and meet people, talk to people.
I agree.
Yes, sir.
That's the best part.
That's the best part. That
Yeah,
is the best part.
for sure. Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to it, boy. I am ready to get on the water.
Yes, sir.
I
You
won't be
going up?
pulling no hamstring out there sitting in my seat on the boat.
You going early, JJ, or you just going for the tournament?
Nah, just for the tournament. I got work. I mean, I'm so
Okay.
busy at work, but
Yeah.
I'll get up there. I'll try and get up there Saturday morning, probably around 6. So I got a little bit of time, maybe even a little earlier, just because I'll be fishing by myself. So
Okay.
launching the boat and all that, that's fun by yourself.
Yeah. So we got two. What lakes after Somerville for us? I think that's
Livingston, ain't it?
is it Livingston? I think so.
Yeah.
I have to look back. I think it is Livingston. It'd be cool if we could. Man, I'm gonna tell you, I had a blast when we were up in on Limestone. That was pretty daggone cool. To get there a day before and
Yeah.
scout and
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, it was
hang.
good.
Yeah, hang out the night before the tournament, cook fish, and man,
Yeah.
that was a blast.
I'm taking a metal detector with me next time.
Hey, I'm open to grab one of them and slice them open.
No. It's like trying to find my wedding band. It's still up there.
Oh, yeah, that was a bad deal there.
Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. Happens,
Yeah,
I guess. My wife was understanding.
yeah. And the crazy thing is we could see it on your finger on
The
I
pictures,
think it was a
yeah.
picture that I took. Yeah, you can see
Yeah.
it on your finger, so you definitely had it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I asked Star, I said, so what if he didn't have it on when he left home?
Right.
Land on your vanity at home, but now you had it on your finger.
You got to get those rubber ones.
Yeah,
Um,
no doubt. Well, I gotta get a new one. I know that. I still been running around without one,
Yeah.
but it is what it is.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll tell you what, I made a post on the page the other day, trying to encourage the bank fishermen to post reports too. And there were several people that were saying that they were getting, fishing off the bank and catching fish. So I know for a fact, I talked to one guy on Houston today that was out yesterday beating the banks, Cork and Mena, and he said he caught 7 yesterday. And but today he said he hadn't even had a bite. And that's one of the reasons why I always say that I don't like this time of year. But it's expected. You got to be able to expect that. Is one day you go there, or it could be one time of day you go there, and
Mhm.
and those fish will be there and willing to be very aggressive, and at the snap of a finger they could turn off. Uh, One thing that I seen on Somerville, we hit those fish really good early that morning, shallow. But as that sun got up, they backed out deeper and closed their eyes. And I mean, we had to pound them, poke them in the eye. I mean, we had to beat on those fish to get a reaction from them. So it seemed like that as soon as they transition out, to deeper water, they were, I guess tired from spawning. Man, you could tell that they were spawning up on the bank just by the actions of the fish.
Yeah.
So they're definitely dumping some eggs right now.
Yeah.
Were you
But
mostly catching blackfish or
mix,
whitefish? Mix.
mix,
Yeah.
yeah, yep, yeah. We caught a really good white. Uh, I almost wanted, but he was so ecstatic. Man, this my PB. This my PB. I said, yeah, you ought to put that jerker back. But yeah, big old fish, 15
Oh yeah.
inches long.
Oh
That was
man.
on Conroe.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah, you can't knock them for wanting to keep their
No.
PB. I mean, it is what it is.
Yep.
It's the same thing. I've had clients where, you know, I told, they would throw back, 2+ pounders, and then some just don't. They're out there to get that meat. And,
Hmm. Yeah, when I
well,
sunk that old Rapala R12 down in that fish, I was like, ah.
no
I
doubt.
seen that big old egg sack down in there. I was like, ah, man,
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
perfect fish for a tournament. That would have been a perfect tournament fish.
What's crazy is the day before our tournament here on Conroe, last one, I hit a bunch of different spots, and I was catching some whitefish. They're nice fish, but man, I swear they already had done their thing. They're
Yeah.
so thin.
Mm.
It's weird. And I don't know if it's just like a very first spawn that may have happened in a certain area. You know what I mean? But moving to different areas, I was finding fish that had bigger fat bellies on them, and whatnot. But it's kind of weird. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, the water
I think
temps never really hit
yeah,
where
it
they
had.
like it, but
Yeah.
that length of day and where they were sitting in the column, sitting on a deep hole outside of a 3-foot flat, you know what I mean? And I think they had already done spawned a bunch of them up in there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I've been saying for years that most people talk about the rose. What do they call that plant that they want to wait until they bud?
Dog,
Dogwood
yeah,
or whatever it is.
it way before that.
Yeah, yeah. I've been saying it for so long. It's
Yeah, well, we know that for sure,
yeah,
but a lot
yeah,
of people just don't, I guess.
yeah. Now speaking of those thin fish, I feel that I think we talked about this all last live. I think that they go by the number of fish that's in the lake.
Sure.
I think if the population down, they produce more eggs.
Yeah.
Um, even on Houston, the fish I caught today, they weren't bulging.
Mm-mm.
And then all females don't spawn every year anyway. So
Well,
Well,
I think
and that,
they do. I just think that they don't produce as many eggs.
yeah, yeah. And I think like we talked, I think a lot of it has to do with the population and the health
Hmm.
the health of them, and they got a way of making things right. That's for
Yep,
sure.
yep. I'll tell you what though, man. Uh, we've been we've been finding some gigantic racers. I mean, these fish. I mean, they unbelievable. The thickness of those fish right now,
Hmm.
bulging with eggs.
Yeah.
Yep,
I'll tell you one other thing. It ain't gonna be long. We're gonna be able to get some of them big old bluegill.
coming
Yep.
soon.
Oh man, that's fun right there.
Yes, sir, it is.
I'm about to tie me a bunch of hair jigs.
Just stop and get you some red worms. That's all you need. Break them in half.
Yeah, I was looking at that, Jr. I was looking at that.
course,
like
Joey,
that.
with your bass cat, you might not want to get none of that worm dirt in there.
We got to keep it clean.
It's funny
I,
because
I
they
would
went.
I would
Go
tell you
ahead.
my absolute favoriteest way. Now, when I got clients, I'll do the red worms and stuff like that. But my favoriteest way of catching those bluegills twitching a little old 30-second jig through there.
Yeah, for sure.
Them jokers slam that jig like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
Last week when I was able to get out on Conroe, I was able to cast to a few fish, and that's just my favorite.
Oh
Is
yeah.
feeling them on a retrieve. That's just my absolute favorite way to catch any kind of fish. We don't fish in Houston as much as I have to. We don't get to do that,
No, no.
but
Well, I'll
it was
tell you
nice.
what, Joey. Once this spawn is done and they come back out and they start feeding up, boy, you can do a lot of casting to them, and they'll come off the tree a long ways, and you'll have a good old time catching them
Yeah,
crappie.
I'm definitely down for that.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to do the tournament y'all did, but I went up and I did launch out of Stowaway, and I that's a nice spot. I mean, I know it's $15 to launch there, but they got everything.
Hmm.
Yeah, and you're right there in the middle of it all. You can go north, you can go south, you can stay mid lake. You got a lot of options there.
I think I found that place they called the jungle. I
Yeah,
believe I found myself right in the middle of it.
Ain't hard.
I
No,
hope
It'll
you.
happen in a heartbeat.
I hope you wasn't running fast.
no,
Because them
no,
stumps
I
sit on
wasn't.
top of the water.
I was trolling. I was, just all trolling motor, but it was crazy because I looked down and all of a sudden I started like just kind of broke concentration from my unit because I started panning around and I'm like, boy, there's a lot of stick ups out here, you know, and I kind of looked around. So, this must be the jungle.
Hmm.
So, weaved my
I,
way back out of there. What's that?
I do know one thing that Stowaway don't have. And I'm gonna tell you the response that I got when I told them that that's one thing that they didn't have, and that's a fillet table.
Ah,
Yeah.
They cater to the rec folks way more than the fishermen.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
You say the dealing with the recreational folks, that's where the money is. They come and spend money.
yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty much, I think, all the marinas around this lake. It's just such a recreational lake now.
Yeah. Oh,
And
there's getting ready to be some big improvements to Waterside coming soon. Big improvements coming real soon. It's gonna make all well. It for sure make all of us happy.
What is it?
okay.
Concrete?
Huh?
Is it concrete?
Do no, no. I ain't gonna. I'm not gonna let it go. You'll see it. It's coming. It's gonna be really nice. Yep. I'm surprised that daggone overlook marina ramp over there is still hold to where you could launch. That's a pretty fairly shallow ramp, but it
Yeah,
seemed like the lower the lake, the better it launch.
yeah. It's. I've actually seen it when it was. Man, it was 11 foot low that one year, and we actually could still launch there. I mean, it was nothing but
Wow,
it wasn't but mud you were backing on, but yeah, we ran tournaments on there. It was 11 foot low one year.
11 foot low. That
Yeah,
just sounds scary.
yeah. I think that was
yeah,
in was it 2011 when we had that really
Yeah, when
really
they had
bad
that
drought.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I remember
2011.
that year. It was hot. God, that was a hot summer.
that's funny.
Yeah,
2011 is the year I always go back on Google Earth because that's the drawdown year for
Yeah,
me.
Yep.
yeah, yep. Yeah, it was
you
bad.
can do that still.
Yeah, there's a pile that's in deep water on Lake Houston on the south end. Man, when that drought hit, I mean, it you had to have a jumbo to launch. But and then those wake big old wake boats came out. I was like, man, y'all getting ready to get hung. Because, there's a big old always a big old sandbar right outside of the launch, right, from your prop wash. So there was just boat after boat after boat just constantly getting caught up on that sandbar off that boat launch, whereas they just closed the ramp down on the south end of Houston. And, when they did that, you can't run. When that lake was as low as it was in 2011, you couldn't run from the north end to the south end. It's just way too dangerous. You get around that railroad, the south side of that railroad got a lot of stumps over there. When the lake's up, you don't notice them. But if that lake's down, you better know where you're going over there. And I see boats ripping and running over there sometimes. I'm talking about right out in the middle. And I'll be like, they just don't know. But after they closed that ramp, you couldn't even get to those fields. I mean, you go out there in an hour and a half, 2 hours, you'd be limited out on the south end down there. But they messed it up. Yeah, there's some lakes up around Austin, I think, that's in really bad shape.
Yeah, and have been for several years. Central Texas has been in a drought for years.
Yeah. I don't want the rain to come to fix them. Not here, but a lot of these lakes need it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know Sam Rayburn's been really low. I mean,
I think it's still 9 foot low, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say 7, 9, 10 foot low.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it seemed like that last little big flood that killed all those kids in, what was that, West Texas? That was in the Austin area too, right? North of Austin. What's that little town called? I forget the name of it, but that was the last major rain that I think we've had here in Texas. That's been a good while ago.
Yeah, that was in Kerrville.
Kerrville. Yep, exactly. I think that was the last real rain we've had here.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. Well, guys, I've had a very long day. Got a long day coming tomorrow. I really do appreciate y'all coming on. If y'all got anything else, Cody, you got anything else you want to bring up about the tournament, or?
I don't think so. Hope everybody can make it, and hope to see everyone there and have a good time.
That's right.
Without a doubt.
Well, I'll be looking forward to it, and we'll see you Saturday morning.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all. Y'all take care.
Hey, Cody, appreciate you coming on, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. Appreciate everybody in the chat. But as we always say, we'll be back next week. Same time. Joey, let me pause. Terry, you got anything?
Nope.
Joey?
Y'all be careful out there.
No doubt. And also, we got to congratulate Joey. He made, what was it called for your?
So Triple Crown Award. So fourth quarter 2025, I got a Triple Crown Award. That is top 3% of our brokerage. So I actually was in the top 20 of 1,500 agents Q4 2025.
Nice. I watched the video. Leaders of leaders. I like it.
That was a church recognition.
Okay.
Youth ministry contributions. Right. Yeah, that was that one. I got 2 awards 2 days back to back, so it was kind of a good little week I had.
Nice. Well, congrats, man.
Thank you.
No doubt. So we didn't bring it up today, but any of you guys that are in the Houston area need a good real estate agent, there's your man right there.
Definitely
Joey.
Appreciated.
But Clint says congratulations.
Thank you, buddy.
All right. Well, if that's it, all right. Appreciate everybody for coming in, and we will see all of y'all next week. Same time, same flavor. Peace.